Hello again. Well, it's breezy, got the wind blocker on, but at least it stopped raining. That was pretty bad yesterday. Okay, I mean, I wasn't being flooded out or anything, but at least I still managed to get out, even if it was just for a few minutes. That said though, there's not supposed to be any rain forecast for today, so I can get a good normal walk in. Lovely. And we got some Super Grow premium blended topsoil arrived. So they're going to be doing something along here. Probably to do with that bit they all cut down. Lovely. Whee! Now you'll have heard me talk about the fact that before Lidl's and before the co-op and all of this was there, and it was a car park, it was Brook Hill School, which I went to. And when they demolished it, I think in 75, but you'll know that in a minute, we all went up to the Hazeldown, which was our new school. And it was opened by none other than Ronnie Corbett. And I remember sitting in the assembly hall and listening to him come in and do his jokes. I didn't quite understand all of them, but the adults seemed to find them funny. And he turned up in a big Rolls Royce, I remember that. So here's a newspaper article all about it, which you can pause and read about Ronnie Corbett opening Hazeldown. Here you go. Still standing. Not going all the way to polished steps today. Want to go up the point. In other news, my phone received an unexpected update overnight, meaning that everything is now in a different place when it comes to the camera. So my muscle memory is gone, so I start pressing the wrong button or trying to zoom in and I zoom out. Well, we know what it's all to do with. Anyway, other than that, all good. And this is a Christmas wish tree. You make your wish and you write it on a card and they hang it on the tree, like that one there, which says, pray for the end of conflict and suffering in the Ukraine. Now I've seen a few of these knocking around the town. It's not graffiti, it's something proper they put up. But the interesting thing is it's to do with arcade games. I've seen a couple on the side of Lidl's, and that's from I believe that's a flower from the Mario games, and that's the Pinky from Pac-Man, one of the ghosts. So that's interesting why we've got arcade stuff up popping up. I'll have to keep an eye out for more of that. If I find out what it's to do with, I'll let you know in the future. And quite a windy fish quay. Lots of noise going on out here as they cut up with chainsaws a large piece of wood or part of a tree that's washed up on the beach. Probably all remember the Norman Wisdom film Pressed for Time, 1966, featured a bit on the channel. Here's a behind the scenes, taken about here, where he was doing the bit just before the bus comes down Ivy Lane and ploughs into the sea. Here we go, behind the scenes shot. And also in the Norman Wisdom film there's a sequence where the bus comes down here, past the flagpole, goes into the sea. Haven't actually recreated that yet, I will do it in the future.
Excuse me. I say, I'm really most awfully sorry, but that wasn't my bike after all.
Certainly breezy along here, maybe you're getting it or not, but it is today. Well, I certainly could have brought the drone out today and launched it, it would just be on the other side of Shoulden Bridge. Looks like the sand is starting to return, insofar as, although it's still nowhere near where it should be there, it's a lot higher than it was. We're getting back to a pile. Now, if you remember the other day, I showed you, well, probably a couple of days ago by this video, I showed you a clip of me flying the drone down here. And bear with me, because there is a point to this. I was stood next to a stone that was sticking out, which is in front of me now. And when I was stood next to it, it was like a table for me. And the top of it was about my chest height, where I put the bag and all the stuff for the drone down. There we go, now it's up to my knee. The other day it was up to my chest. And you can see how the 1930s breakwater is starting to disappear back into the sand all along here. Quite a few birds down here today. You can see from all the shells here that the birds are bringing shells up from the beach and breaking them open along the edge here. There's one doing it now. Oh, he's just blown off with it in his mouth. Oh, lost it. It really is amazing to me how much things remain the same while they change in Teignmouth, which is why I love doing my then and nows. So talking to then and nows, I've got one coming up in a sec from 1964. It shows this wall here before it was all built up. Now, as you know, I often shoot the seafront from here, but as I was saying, this is the seafront from here, roughly about here. 1964. There you go. Obviously a bit of a different beach. You can see further along there where the wall was a slightly different area, but that was about there anyway. How about 1965? 1965, looking this way. Keep in mind the Take a Peep booth there. And take in mind St Michael's Church and the top of this roof here. Here we go. 1965. As I say, so much stays the same, well, so much changes. Lovely. Well, I'm just going to head along the seawall as far as Spray Point. Of course, can't go any further. Hopefully see a couple of trains before returning home. No trains so far. Never mind. Looks like they've cut the grass here. Looks a bit tidier for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. They left the canoe there anyway, and all those tables, so possibly not. I might be hallucinating. Bad news. No bench. Oh well. Maybe it'll pop up somewhere. I'm not going to say it's gone completely yet. I'm not just in the bushes to film the crossover. No, I'm here to say RIP to the bench, which was known by some on the channel as Bill's Chicken Hot Pot Bench, but it's gone now. That's all we've got left of it. All the rest is gone. I had to see. Never mind. Well, that is indeed a shame. However, I'm absolutely amazed it lasted as long as it did. So it had a good innings. RIP bench. And it's a happy train. Lovely. Well, I hung around for a little bit down here, waiting to see if there's another one coming the other direction, because they normally come two quite close together. But no such luck. So I'm heading up home now. And there we go. Another walk comes to an end. Hopefully that was a bit more full of interesting stuff than yesterday's. We've had the press cutting about Brook Hill, a little bit of Norman, a couple of pictures from 64 and 65, and a quick blast along the seawall. So a full video. All good. Thanks for watching. Thanks so much to everyone that subscribes. Take care and see you tomorrow. Bye.